a new restaurant in downtown Tulsa has a very talented chef bringing high-end dining to visitors, but in an approachable way. Barron's on First gets its inspiration from the 1920s oil boom, and with its lodge-like ambiance brings a new level of upscale to Green Country. Here's this week's Taste of Oklahoma. In the heart of downtown Tulsa, a rustic, swanky new restaurant wants to make sure every seat is the best one in the house.
Before I came on, I would come and I would just sit at every single seat in this restaurant and just sit there and just take it in.
When he's not in his kitchen, you just might find Executive Chef Justin Donaldson taking a seat before guests arrive, sketching out possible menu creations and getting inspiration from the space.
You'll think of things of like shapes and dimensions and, the antlers.
Some of his sketches came to life, like his dream of a tomahawk served suspended in the air by a special hanger. Barron's on First got its inspiration from the 1920s oil barons that shaped the city of Tulsa and makes its customers feel like escaping into a luxury rustic cabin with dark wood, antlers and animal heads, framed vintage photos and stylish artwork.
I wanted to live up to the name that's on this building and take that risk and take that chance and see what happens.
Duck coffee.
Chef Justin has worked in fine dining and Michelin-starred kitchens across the country, but spent some of his childhood in Oklahoma.
Are you going right into 74? Yeah.
He was recruited here from Kansas City, where he was working for the food processing industry.
It's a menu that that's kind of a story of me and my experiences and things that I've learned from around the world and other places I've been.
Hey, I'll take that lamb.
The kitchen is where he feels most at home and where he's showcasing his expertise to us. That talent takes time.
So it takes like 3 days for you to eat a chicken leg in this restaurant.
These braised chicken shanks are not your average chicken leg.
We brine them overnight in a brine. The next day we will put nice grill marks on it, and then we'll soak it in Pinot Noir overnight.
They're finished with a quick fry, and Chef Justin glazes the chicken, serves it atop of flavorful puree, and adds a dollop of something extra special.
Caramel, pear, marshmallow.
So what?
Somehow, it all works.
It just adds like this little extra sweetness to it.
And that's when you brine it, that allows all that flavor and the seasoning to get down in the center of it.
The ingredients used at Barron's are the best they can source, and the purebred lamb is no exception.
The marbling in it, the quality.
Beautiful.
It gets simple seasoning.
We'll just do a nice salt and pepper
Before it's seared and then finished in the oven. It's served with smoked cabbage, sauteed mushrooms, and a veal jus for extra flavor. The lamb is truly a showstopper.
It's so tender.
Chef Justin says some of these dishes will rotate with the changing seasons and keeps things exciting but approachable so people feel enticed to try something new.
There's so many flavor profiles and you want them to experience different things. I do.
One of those is a vegan dish, the pave.
So you have layers of squash zucchini, you got spinach, you got tomatoes, you got mushrooms.
Once it's topped with tomato sauce, basil seeds, and edible flowers, it becomes not only delectable, but a work of art. That also goes for the Cornish hen. He wraps the meat and cooks it slowly in a sous vide before browning it on a pan and basting it in seasoned herb butter. It's sliced open to show off its juiciness and then dressed up with a rolled carrot and charred spring vegetables.
When I'm here, I'm not working. I mean, I love what I do.
Chef Justin has the gift of creativity and the talent to execute what he dreams up deliciously. But he remains humble.
I don't have the words to describe how grateful I am to be able to have this opportunity.
He says food is the one thing in the world we all understand and invites everyone to be a Barron and live luxuriously, even if just for the night.
It's a language we all speak, and when people prepare food for you, it's an act of love. It's an act of kindness.
And I'm always looking for those unique special restaurants all over Green Country. As always, you can send me an email, kristen.weaver@griffin.news with your recommendations, or you can also follow my food Instagram. That is Krist Eats for all the good behind the scenes.
And for anyone that's just joining us, that was Barron's on First, right?
Downtown Tulsa.
Okay, and for those at home that may not know, yesterday was a holiday, a huge day in my book, circled, starred, everything on the calendar.
I'm done with
you. It was Kristen's birthday.
It was.
And so tell everyone at home where you went for your birthday.
Believe it or not, I went back to Barron's on First.
If that doesn't tell you how good it is.
Yeah, I mean, seeing it air, because we shoot these a few weeks in advance, and after I went to that restaurant, I'm like, if there's one time to do it, it's a special occasion. This is not your typical restaurant. I mean, this is fine dining for sure, but just an incredible addition to Tulsa. Our food scene we talk about all the time just keeps getting better, and we'll have an interview here in our next hour talking more about that, but this is a prime example of it.
Looked amazing. Hope you had the best day.
Can't complain.
Can't complain. That's